There is a hidden switch in your brain that could make you more focused, help you remember more, and supercharge your motivation. It's called curiosity. There's a fascinating study that reveals how curiosity can supercharge your learning. In this video, we'll explore the experiment that reveals how curiosity boosts learning and memory. Plus, I'll share how it helps you remember, even unrelated details, enhances learning, and finally, simple tips to leverage its power. It's going to be packed with value, so stick around to the end. Alright, let's break this down step by step. Researchers wanted to find out how curiosity affects our memory and learning. To do that, they designed a fascinating 4-step experiment. First up, participants were shown a series of trivia questions, one at a time. For each question, they had to answer 2 things. How confident are you that you already know the answer? They rated their confidence on a 6-point scale, where 1 means, I'm confident I don't know the answer. And 6 means, I'm confident I do know the answer. Second one is, how curious are you to learn the answer? This was rated on a similar scale, where 1 means, not interested in the answer at all. 6 means, very interested in the answer. Now, here's the clever bit. Any question rated as a 6 for confidence, where participants already knew the answer, was removed. Because curiosity thrives on uncertainty. If you already know something, there's no mystery to solve. So your curiosity about it is basically 0. By excluding those questions, researchers could focus purely on the link between curiosity and the desire to learn new information. Next, the researchers divided the questions into 2 categories. Ratings from 4 to 6 on the curiosity scale were categorized as high curiosity questions. Ratings from 1 to 3 on the curiosity scale were categorized as low curiosity questions. From there, they selected 112 trivia questions for the study, 56 from each category. This setup allowed them to explore how curiosity influences what we learn, retain, and even notice beyond the immediate question. In the next phase, participants were shown a trivia question on the screen. One that was either from the high curiosity or low curiosity group. They knew the answer was coming. But, here's the twist. They had to wait 14 seconds before seeing the answer. During this waiting period, something seemingly random happened. A neutral face of a person appeared on the screen. Participants were asked a simple question. Does this person look like they might know the answer to the trivia question? They had to respond with a yes or no, using a button press. The faces were totally unrelated to the trivia questions. They were just there to occupy participants' attention during the waiting period. But they were key to measuring something called incidental learning later on. Finally, after the waiting period, the trivia answer appeared on the screen. This setup allowed researchers to study 2 things. How well participants remember the trivia answers later. Whether they will remember those random faces they saw during high or low curiosity moments. Let's move on to step 3, where the memory tests come into play. In this phase, researchers wanted to see how well participants remembered both the trivia answers and those random neutral faces. Participants were presented with all the trivia questions they had seen earlier, but this time in a completely random order. They were asked to write down the answer to each question from memory. This test helped researchers measure whether curiosity, high or low, impacted how well participants remembered the answers. Next came an unexpected challenge. Participants were shown a series of faces, which included neutral faces they had seen during the study phase. Also, there were new faces they had never seen before. For each face, participants had to indicate if they recognized it, using a 4-point confidence scale. Confident new means, I'm sure I've never seen this face before. Unconfident new means, I don't think I've seen this face, but I'm not sure. Unconfident old means, I think I've seen this face, but I'm not certain. Confident old means, I'm sure I've seen this face before. By combining the trivia memory test and the face recognition test, researchers could determine How curiosity affected participants' ability to recall trivia answers. Whether the heightened focus from curiosity spilled over to improve memory for unrelated details, like the random neutral faces. Now, we can take a look at the results in last step. Researchers uncovered some truly eye-opening insights. Let me break it down. Participants showed significantly better recall for answers tied to questions they were curious about. In simple terms, if a question sparked high curiosity, participants' brains worked harder to store that information. On the flip side, answers to low curiosity questions were far more likely to be forgotten. Curiosity wasn't just a motivational boost, it actively supercharged memory retention. Now, here's the wild part. Participants also remembered the random neutral faces shown during high curiosity moments better than those shown during low curiosity ones. Even though the faces were completely unrelated to the trivia, curiosity created a ripple effect. The improved mental state caused by curiosity extended beyond the trivia question, making it easier to recall incidental details. Curiosity doesn't just help you learn what you're focused on. It primes your brain to absorb and retain everything happening around you. Whether it's the main topic or unrelated details, curiosity turns your brain into a sponge, ready to soak up information more effectively. This finding has huge implications for how we approach learning and productivity. Let's see why curiosity is your brain's secret weapon for learning. Curiosity enhances memory. When you're curious about something, your brain goes into high gear, making it much easier to remember the information. As you saw in the experiment, curiosity also helps you retain unrelated details, presented alongside what you're focused on. Imagine, you're curious about black holes, and watching a documentary. As you focus on how they form, the documentary mentions the type of telescope used to capture their images. Later, you realize, you remember not just the black hole facts, but also the telescope details. Because your curiosity primed your brain to absorb everything in the moment. It also supports learning for longer periods. The memory boost linked to curiosity isn't just short-lived. Studies show that these improvements can persist for at least 24 hours, and likely even longer. This makes curiosity a powerful tool for long-term retention, helping you hold on to information far beyond the initial learning session. When you actively foster curiosity, you unlock processes that make learning easier, deeper, and more rewarding. Here are 3 simple steps to boost your focus, memory, and motivation by using the power of curiosity. First, you have to ask more questions. Start with something that already intrigues you. Then, go deeper and ask yourself, why or how questions, to fuel your curiosity. For example, why does the sky turn red at sunset? How do airplanes stay in the air? Let your natural curiosity guide you, and enjoy the journey of discovering answers. Second, find what excites you. Tackle a boring or challenging tasks by linking them to something you're passionate about. For instance, if you're learning a new language, explore its connection to a culture or music you love. This makes the process feel more personal and engaging. Finally, make curiosity a daily habit. Set aside just 10 minutes a day to explore something you're curious about. It could be learning a random fact, solving a question, or diving into a deeper topic. This small habit keeps your brain active and primed for growth. Curiosity is the secret ingredient to better focus, stronger memory, and lasting motivation. Use it wisely to supercharge your learning and achieve your goals. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and comment below with something you're curious about. Don't forget to subscribe our channel for more videos.